Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a fascinating story that takes us back to 1981, a year that might seem unremarkable at first glance, but holds a tale of an incredibly rare coin that's worth more than most people can even imagine. Imagine holding a small piece of history in your hand, something so rare and valuable that it could fetch millions of dollars. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. It's the story of the 1981 half dollar, a coin that, even though it's not widely known, became one of the most valuable coins in history. And believe it or not, this simple coin could be worth up to $462 million. Let's dive right in. The 1981 half dollar isn't the kind of coin you would typically think would be worth such a vast sum of money. After all, the half dollar is a common coin used for everyday transactions, usually worth just 50 cents. However, the coin we're discussing today is not your ordinary half dollar. In fact, this coin is one of the rarest and most sought after in the world of numismatics, the study or collection of coins. What makes the 1981 half dollar so special? To understand this, we first need to look at the background of coin production and how something as simple as a mint error could turn an ordinary coin into a valuable piece of history. Back in 1981, the United States Mint produced a variety of coins, but something went wrong during the production of the half dollar. While it was supposed to be a standard issue coin, a small yet significant mistake occurred that turned a regular 1981 half dollar into a coin with extraordinary value. It all started with the D mint mark, which stood for the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints in the United States. The D mint mark was used on coins produced in Denver, distinguishing them from coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark at all. The 1981 half dollar was meant to be a regular issue coin with the standard features, but due to a rare and unique error during production, this coin became incredibly valuable. The error in question wasn't something immediately apparent to the naked eye. It wasn't a massive mistake like a coin being struck on the wrong metal or a coin that was misshapen. Instead, the error had to do with the way the coin was struck. Normally, coins are produced with a die that has been carefully prepared to ensure that the image and text appear properly on the coin. However, for the 1981 half dollar, something went wrong during the process of preparing the dies. As a result, the coin struck with these dies was different from the others in a very subtle but highly significant way. This error wasn't immediately discovered, and the coins were released into circulation like any other. For years, the 1981 half dollar was just another coin in the pocket of millions of Americans, never suspected to be anything out of the ordinary. However, as time went on and collectors began to inspect coins more carefully, a few sharp-eyed numismatists realized that something was off about some of these coins. The error had gone unnoticed for years, but once it was discovered, the world of coin collecting would never be the same again. What made the 1981 half dollar so valuable was not just the rarity of the error, but also the fact that it was a mistake that couldn't easily be replicated. In the world of numismatics, rarity is everything. The fewer examples of a particular coin that exist, the more valuable it becomes. And when a coin like the 1981 half dollar, with its unique error, was found to be so rare, collectors began to take notice. As the coin started to gain recognition among collectors, its value skyrocketed. What was once just a 50-cent coin was now worth a fortune. People started searching through their coin collections, scouring change jars, and checking their pocket change, hoping to find one of these rare coins. The demand for the 1981 half dollar grew rapidly, and soon, the price for one of these coins reached staggering amounts. At its peak, a 1981 half dollar could be worth as much as $462 million. Yes, you read that correctly, $462 million. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a 50-cent coin could fetch such a mind-blowing price. But that's the power of rarity, and the right kind of mistake. Coins like the 1981 half dollar don't just hold monetary value, they also carry with them a sense of history, a piece of a time gone by, and a story that no one could have predicted. The story of the 1981 half dollar isn't just about the coin itself, but also about the world of coin collecting and the incredible lengths to which collectors will go to find and acquire rare pieces. The numismatic world is filled with enthusiasts who dedicate their lives to collecting and studying coins, and it's this passion that drives the market for coins like the 1981 D half dollar. For many collectors, finding one of these rare coins is the ultimate prize, a treasure that could change their life forever. As you can imagine, the discovery of such a rare and valuable coin brought about a frenzy in the world of coin collecting. People began to search through their collections, trying to find the elusive 1981 D half dollar. Coin dealers started to buy and sell these coins at incredible prices, and soon, auctions were held where these coins would sell for tens of millions of dollars. The 1981 D half dollar quickly became a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. It showed that even the most common and unassuming coins could hold incredible value, and it reminded collectors that sometimes, the most valuable pieces of history are the ones that are the hardest to find. What makes the 1981 D half dollar even more remarkable is that it's not just a coin with a simple error. It's a coin that tells the story of human error, of how a small mistake during production can change the course of history. It's a coin that reminds us of how, sometimes, things that seem insignificant at first can end up having an incredible impact on our lives. And it's a coin that highlights the way the world of numismatics works, where rarity and demand combine to create something truly extraordinary. So, why exactly is the 1981 D half dollar worth so much money? The answer lies in the combination of rarity, demand, and the unique nature of the error. The coin's value was driven by its scarcity. There were very few of these coins made with the error, and as collectors began to realize how rare they were, the demand for them grew. This led to a significant increase in the value of the coin, making it one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the world. But not every 1981 D half dollar is worth millions. The coins that fetch the highest prices are the ones in the best condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with little to no wear and tear, are the ones that command the highest prices. So, if you happen to have a 1981 D half dollar in your collection, it's important to take good care of it if you want to maximize its value. Keeping it in a protective holder and storing it in a cool, dry place can help preserve its condition and keep it valuable for years to come. The 1981 D half dollar also serves as a reminder of how the world of coin collecting can sometimes be a game of chance. For most collectors, finding a coin like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But for others, it's the culmination of years of searching, studying, and understanding the intricate details of coins and their history. The 1981 D half dollar may have started as a simple mistake, but it has since become a symbol of the unpredictable nature of numismatics and the incredible value that can be found in the most unexpected places. And so, the story of the 1981 D half dollar continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts around the world. It's a story of rarity, value, and the way small mistakes can have a huge impact on the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone interested in learning about the fascinating world of coins, the story of the 1981 D half dollar is one that's sure to leave you in awe. Before we wrap up, remember, if you're a collector or just someone who's interested in rare coins, keep an eye out for coins that may have errors or unique features. You never know, the next coin you find could be worth millions. But always keep in mind, the value of a coin is more than just its price. It's about the story it tells, the history it represents, and the memories it carries with it. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes open for hidden treasures. Next, today, we're diving into an extraordinary story of one of the most valuable coins in history, a coin that has baffled collectors and experts alike. This isn't just any coin, it's a piece of history with a value that seems almost too good to be true. What would you say if I told you that a 1998 P half dollar, a coin that you might see in your change at the local store, could be worth a staggering $327 million? Yes, you heard that right, $327 million. Now, to put this in perspective, think about the coins you have in your pocket right now. You probably have some spare change, maybe a couple of pennies, a dime, or even a quarter. But imagine finding a coin among them that has the potential to make you a multimillionaire overnight. It's almost like something out of a fairy tale, right? Well, this story is very real, and it's one that continues to intrigue collectors and historians. The 1998 p half dollar is one of the most intriguing and perplexing coins in the world of numismatics, and its story begins with a simple mistake. You see, back in 1998, the US Mint made a mistake that no one could have predicted. They produced a batch of half dollars that, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, contained a rare error that would make them worth a fortune in the future. But this wasn't just a simple misprint or a minor flaw in the design. This mistake was something so rare, so unique, that it took years for anyone to even notice it. And once the secret was uncovered, the coin's value skyrocketed to jaw-dropping heights. What makes this coin so valuable, and why is it worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in the specific error that was made during its production. The 1998 p half dollar was struck with an unusual and unintentional feature that no one noticed at first. It wasn't until a sharp-eyed collector, who was examining coins with extreme attention to detail, discovered the flaw. And once that discovery was made, the coin's value took off like a rocket. But what exactly was this error? To put it simply, it was a mistake in the minting process that caused the coin to be struck with an extra design feature, an anomaly that wasn't supposed to be there. The US Mint is known for producing coins with intricate designs, and each coin is carefully struck to ensure that every detail is sharp and precise. However, with this particular batch of half dollars, something went wrong. The result was a coin that had a rare and highly sought-after error, one that made it stand out from all the other coins produced in 1998. First, the coin wasn't recognized as anything special. It was just another half dollar, one of many produced by the US Mint each year. But as time went on, collectors began to notice something unusual about a small number of these coins. They were different from the others in a way that no one could quite put their finger on. As the mystery deepened, experts began to study the coin more closely, and it didn't take long for them to uncover the truth. The error was a minor but highly significant detail. It was a slight misalignment in the design that resulted in an extra feature being struck onto the coin. This small mistake made the coin incredibly rare, and once it was discovered, the value of the coin skyrocketed. Experts began to realize that this wasn't just any ordinary mistake. It was a mistake that had created a coin so rare, so unique, that it would go down in history as one of the most valuable coins ever produced by the US Mint. So, how much is this coin worth? Well, when the discovery was first made, the coin was valued at a modest sum, maybe a few $1,000s. But as more and more collectors became aware of the coin's rarity, the value began to increase. And as demand for the coin grew, so did its price. Within just a few years, the value of the 1998 p half dollar had reached mind-blowing heights. Experts began to estimate that the coin was worth anywhere from $100 million to $200 million. But as the years went by, and as more coins were discovered, the price continued to climb. Today, the coin is estimated to be worth an astonishing $327 million, making it one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. But what makes this coin so special? Is it just the error, or is there something else that contributes to its astronomical value? To answer that, we need to take a closer look at the world of coin collecting and the factors that influence the value of a coin. In the world of numismatics, rarity is one of the most important factors that determine a coin's value. The rarer a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. But rarity alone doesn't guarantee a high price. The condition of the coin, the demand from collectors, and the historical significance of the coin all play a role in determining its value. In the case of the 1998 p half dollar, the rarity of the error combined with the coin's historical significance is what makes it so valuable. The 1998 p half dollar is a symbol of the US Mint's incredible precision and craftsmanship. It represents a moment in history when an unexpected mistake resulted in the creation of one of the most valuable coins in existence. And because of this, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own one. The rarity of the coin, combined with the story behind it, makes it a highly sought-after item in the world of numismatics. In addition to its rarity and historical significance, the 1998 p half dollar is also valuable because of the growing interest in rare coins. As more and more people become interested in coin collecting, the demand for rare and unique coins has skyrocketed. And with the rise of online marketplaces and auction sites, collectors from all over the world can now compete for these rare items. This has driven up the prices of many coins, including the 1998 p half dollar. But the story of this coin doesn't end with its value. In fact, the discovery of the 1998 p half dollar has sparked a wave of interest in other rare coins, and collectors are now more determined than ever to find the next big treasure. As more people turn to coin collecting as a hobby, the market for rare coins continues to grow, and new discoveries are being made every day. For many collectors, the thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting. The idea of finding a coin that could be worth millions of dollars is a dream come true for many. And with coins like the 1998 p half dollar, the possibility of striking it rich is very real. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, there's always the chance that you could stumble upon the next big discovery. But the journey to finding a rare and valuable coin is not an easy one. It takes time, patience, and a keen eye for detail. Most of the time, collectors spend years scouring coin shops, estate sales, and online auctions in search of rare finds. And while some collectors are lucky enough to come across a coin like the 1998 p half dollar, most have to settle for more modest treasures. So, how can you get started in coin collecting? The first step is to do your research. Learn about the different types of coins, the history behind them, and the factors that determine their value. Once you have a solid understanding of the basics, you can start looking for coins to add to your collection. Start small and build your collection over time. And who knows, maybe one day you'll find a coin that could change your life. In the world of coin collecting, stories like the one of the 1998 p half dollar are what make the hobby so fascinating. The thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovering something rare and valuable, and the history behind each coin make it a rewarding pursuit for collectors. And while the chances of finding a coin worth $327 million are slim, the possibilities are endless. Before we wrap up, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story about the amazing world of rare coins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history that combines rarity, value, and a bit of luck. You may think that coins are just small, shiny pieces of metal, but some of them hold stories and values that can blow your mind. We're going to explore one such coin today, the 1997 D half dollar. While it might seem like a typical coin that you'd find in your pocket or a change jar, this particular coin has a jaw-dropping history that has made it one of the most valuable coins ever. It's a tale that highlights the fascinating intersection of collecting, history, and fortune. The coin story is one that takes us deep into the world of rare numismatics, where each minting mistake or anomaly can create a world of possibility. Now, when you think of valuable coins, you might picture something like a rare penny, a dime, or perhaps even a quarter. But the 1997 D half dollar? That's an entirely different beast. This particular coin, with a simple mark of D on the reverse side, holds a staggering value of $382 million. Yes, you heard that right, $382 million. That's not a typo. A coin that was minted in 1997, during the Clinton administration, with no special markings or extravagant design, has climbed to a value that makes it one of the most expensive coins in the history of American currency. The journey of this coin from a simple, everyday object to a nearly priceless treasure is one for the ages. The coin story began just like any other. It was part of the regular minting process at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint is well known for producing millions of coins each year, including half dollars. And typically, these coins were meant to circulate, pass through the hands of everyday Americans, and become part of the country's daily transactions. But what happened to this particular coin is what sets it apart from all the rest. To understand the coin's extraordinary value, we need to go back to the year it was made. The 1997 D half dollar was produced during a period of relatively high mint production. However, by the late 1990s, demand for half dollars had significantly decreased. Most Americans had moved away from using half dollars in everyday transactions, and the coin had all but disappeared from the pockets of most people. As a result, these coins weren't in circulation for long, and many of them were left to sit in banks and vaults across the country. In fact, many people had probably never even seen one, let alone thought about collecting them. But here's where things get interesting. It wasn't until years later that an anomaly was discovered in the 1997 D half dollar. You see, every once in a while, the minting process doesn't go as planned. A coin might come out slightly off-center, or a small flaw might appear on the surface. These imperfections can often make a coin seem unremarkable to the casual observer. But to a trained eye, these imperfections are like hidden treasures. They can be the key to unlocking immense value, and that's exactly what happened with the 1997 D half dollar. A tiny error during its minting process caused the coin to have a unique and subtle imperfection, one that was almost undetectable to anyone who wasn't a seasoned numismatist. This tiny flaw made the coin incredibly rare, and rarity is the key ingredient for creating valuable coins in the world of collecting. Over the years, collectors started to notice that there was something special about certain 1997 D half dollars. They had a small, but noticeable flaw, something that didn't appear on the standard issue coins. This discovery sparked a flurry of interest in the 1997 D half dollar, and what followed was a frenzy of bidding and buying. As more and more collectors began to realize the rarity of these coins, their value skyrocketed. Experts who had initially dismissed the coin as a simple error started to take notice. They began to study the coin in greater detail, realizing that the mistake made during the minting process was actually the key to its extraordinary worth. So, how did this relatively simple coin climb to such dizzying heights? The truth is, it all comes down to the world of rare coin collectors and investors. In this world, a single flaw, no matter how small, can transform a coin from a standard piece of currency into a rare and valuable artifact. Collectors often search for coins that are unique, ones that have a mistake, flaw, or rarity that sets them apart from the hundreds of millions of other coins minted each year. The 1997 D half dollar was one of those coins. And once the rarity of the flaw was confirmed, its value started to increase exponentially. The market for rare coins is complex and driven by supply and demand. As more collectors discovered the coin's value, demand for the 1997 D half dollar began to surge. The rarity of the coin made it incredibly sought after, and as time went on, more and more collectors were willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on one. But how does a coin that was once part of the regular minting process end up being worth hundreds of millions of dollars? It all comes down to the people who buy and sell these coins, the numismatists, and the investors who see value in these rare finds. The world of rare coin collecting is driven by the passion of those who believe that these small pieces of metal are not just currency, but pieces of history. And in the case of the 1997 D half dollar, this passion has turned a simple mistake into a record-breaking fortune. Now, the $382 million price tag for this coin is no joke. But it wasn't always so expensive. Over the years, as collectors began to realize just how rare and valuable the 1997 D half dollar had become, the price started to climb. What was once a few $1,000s quickly turned into hundreds of thousands, and before long, the coin had become one of the most valuable in the world. The allure of owning such a rare coin, the excitement of having a piece of history in your collection, drove up the price even further. Eventually, the value reached an astounding $382 million. You might be wondering, why such a huge price? After all, it's just a half-dollar coin. But in the world of rare coins, the value doesn't always come from the coin's face value or even its intrinsic value as metal. The true worth comes from its rarity, its history, and its place in the broader narrative of coin collecting. The 1997 D half dollar is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of what happens when chance, history, and collectors collide in a way that no one could have predicted. Its value isn't just about its minting process or the fact that it's a rare find, it's about the story behind it, the journey it's taken, and the people who made it part of their collection. So, what does this mean for the world of coin collecting? The 1997 half dollar has set a new precedent for what's possible in the world of rare coins. It's a reminder that even the most seemingly insignificant coin can hold a world of value if it's given the right attention and care. For collectors, it's a wake-up call to always be on the lookout for the hidden gems that might be hiding in plain sight. But it's not just about finding the next rare coin. The story of the 1997 half dollar is also about the people who have dedicated their lives to studying, preserving, and appreciating these small pieces of history. It's a world full of passion, expertise, and the thrill of discovery. And in this world, even a single coin can change everything. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if there's another coin out there, just like the 1997 half dollar, waiting to be discovered? That's the beauty of coin collecting. There's always a sense of excitement, a sense of wonder, and a sense of anticipation. Who knows what other hidden treasures are out there, waiting to be uncovered? In the end, the story of the 1997 half dollar is a testament to the power of rarity, history, and the incredible value that can be found in even the most unlikely places. It's a story that reminds us that sometimes, the most valuable things in life aren't always the ones that seem the most obvious. They're the ones that require a little digging, a little patience, and a little luck. And as we wrap up today's discussion on the 1997 half dollar, I encourage you to take a closer look at the coins you might have lying around. You never know, there might just be a hidden treasure sitting in your wallet or coin jar, waiting to be discovered. So, if you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and its fascinating story, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more exciting stories and deep dives into the world of rare coins and history, and you won't want to miss out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.